Hello, hello, hello to everyone. Come on in. Come one, come many, come plenty, come all. Come on. Running off of data today. You guys, God has been so good. He's been great. And all you have to do is figure out that you're tired. You know what I'm saying? Understand and know what being tired feel like. Being tired of the stuff that is out of your control. You know what I'm saying? Every day you can wake up with a good mindset every single day, but it's something out of your control that'll just take that all away from you, right? You got to give yourself, you got to sit down and you got to conclude that you're tired. You're done. You're tired of it. And you have to figure out, well, what is it I can do to relieve me from all this stress that's building up, this energy that I just can't shake. It's like this energy that's over me. Like, it makes me feel bad. It makes me feel sad. It's overwhelming, and it's people that I want to deal with, but I can't because I got this energy over me. You got to get tired. You got to get tired, and you got to accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. You got to accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior. You're gonna have to do that. You tired of stressing, you tired of being frustrated. It's only because there's so much stuff that's out of your control. You know what I'm saying? That really got you like this. You know what I'm saying? And so and take care of the things that's in your control. You know what I'm saying? Like like for example, still go about your day. You know what I'm saying? Still go to the grocery store. That's stuff that's in your control. What you're gonna eat that night, stuff like that is in your control. But it's the stuff that's out of your control, like, oh yeah, that person feels some kind of way about me. You know what I'm saying? Or you pay the bill, but yet they still trying to determine whether it's good enough for them or not, type of deals. Things like people who determine what you do is good enough for them or not. Like stuff like that is completely out of your control. And you will literally stress out, worried about what somebody else think about you and worried about what somebody else say about you. You know what I'm saying? Really, the first step to being unselfish, completely unselfish, is accepting Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior. And it's the truth. I'm just saying, just speaking from like experience, like y'all listen, if you take notice, I don't have my truck no more. My truck in my mind was basically stolen from me, and now it's sitting on the tow yard collecting $40 a day. I'm a mobile mechanic. My truck has it has my life in there. Like it has my jack, I'm ready for oil change, anything. And my Suburban is right now at Hal's Tow Yard in Rocky Mount, North Carolina, at $40 a freaking day. And they charging me $250 for the tow. Something I completely did not ask for. I didn't ask them for anything. But since a police officer got upset with me because I said I don't consent to no searches nor seizures, he called somebody and had called them and had them tow my vehicle because he got upset because I know my rights. And down here in North Carolina, if you know your rights, they will penalize you for that. They will like try to harm you for that. And I have it all on footage. These police officers down here got Spider-Man tattoos, like spider tattoos, not Spider-Man tattoos, spider tattoos. I don't know what that means, but if I keep coming across these police officers that have these spider tattoos, I'm really gonna know something, which I'm already concluding that they're a gang. But so, like I'm saying though, I got a lot stacked up against me, but do you think that I don't allow none of that to create any type of harsh feelings? I don't allow none of that to create any type of misunderstandings, any type of anger. I don't allow it to do none of that because that stuff is out of my control. I gave it to God, and and I want to wake up every day, even when it's raining, and in the mood and with the energy of it being sunny and beautiful outside every day, and that's what I'm gonna do, and that's how I'm dressing too. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna look good. I'm gonna feel good. I'm gonna look good, and I'm gonna keep a clear mind. And I want everybody to do that. Make sure you guys hit the like button, pop in, hit the like button, pop out. If you don't really rock with what I'm saying, or you don't want to necessarily, or you can't stay right now because maybe you on your lunch right now. You get some people get an hour lunch, but make sure y'all hit that like button and keep it moving. Subscribe. Come see me later, cause I'll be back on later. I post content every single day. I just posted a short. Go back and look on my YouTube. I just posted a short because I met this guy, this young guy. He's about 19, but his name Vamp Draco, Draccco. That's his name, Vamp Draco. Got great music, great music. And I did a short. I met him, and everybody, listen. I'm gonna give y'all the example of what I was about to say. Like, everybody's not perfect. You know what I'm saying? And people make mistakes. And take it from me, when I read the book, Adam made the mistake of allowing Eve to convince him to eat that apple. Because Adam and Eve was united as two, they got punished basically, like, what I'm saying, equally, basically, you know what I'm saying. So it won't no Adam get punished first and then Eve get punished. It won't nothing like that. Both of them got punished. Okay. So um but I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought, y'all. But yeah, Vamp Draco. People make mistakes. And so God, like that, because Adam did that, it kind of distorted God's lineage for Adam. You know what I'm saying? So now God don't want you to be on Adam's lineage. He wants you to be on God's lineage. All right. And that's his statutes, that's his commandments and all that stuff. Y'all really need to read the Bible, y'all. Listen, that book, I bet my last dollar. That book is the only book that everybody avoids reading. Have you ever took notice of that? Have you ever took notice of this? This book is a book that everybody avoids, even you. You know what I'm saying? But we're older now. We're in our 30s now and up. It's time to pick that book up and read it. Even if you read half of it, it's time to pick that book up and it's time to see what they're talking about. So get the international Bibles. Don't get the Bible that got yay and thy and all that, because it's really kind of gonna make it harder for you to imagine what God is saying and what's really going on. Get you an international Bible and just read it, like straight up, just read it, and you'll be surprised at what's going on back there. Let me tell you something. I've been reading the Bible and I got to a part where Joseph's brothers, all right, Jacob had some children, had some boys, right? And the boys, and he had a wife. All right, I'm gonna tell you. All right, so at one point when Jacob was looking for a wife, he ran across a beautiful woman. Beautiful. She had a nice body. She was beautiful. Her name was Rachel, but Rachel had a little sister named Leah, right? Jacob went to their dad and basically asked their dad to marry them. So their dad was like, "Yeah, you can marry, but work for me for 7 years, take care of my sheep, my flocks, and I'll give you my daughter." So Jacob did that. And he was successful. Like he prospered from it, right? Now, when 7 years came, Jacob was like, he told their dad, like, "Hey, I'm ready to like lay with her. Like, I'm ready to make her my wife now. It's been 7 years. I did what you asked me to do. It came out better, greater. You know what I'm saying?" So the father ended up sending one of them in there at night, and I guess Jacob didn't see it. Like, I guess it was night. He couldn't see who it was, and he laid with whoever he sent in there. But come to find out, it was Leah, the younger sister that their father sent in, not Rachel, the one he initially wanted. So when he woke up the next morning, I was like, "Yo, like, whoa, what happened? Like, who you? You feel me?" Then that's when he went to their dad, and their dad told him, "Hey, Agro Man, what's up, Chicago West? God told me to praise you on my knees. Amen. Amen. I'm here. I'm gonna tell y'all something too. I'm gonna stay on this live a little long because I need to tell y'all something what I read today in this book that just astonished me, and it's about my life. All right, bet." So he went to his dad, and he went to their father, and he asked the father, like, why you sent her in there? I wanted Rachel. And so the father was like, "All right, bet. Work for me for another 7 years, and I'm gonna give you both of them." So he was like, "All right, cool. That's what I'm gonna do then." But see, as time went on, their father started to be deceitful, right? Mind you now, God found favor in Jacob. He found favor in Jacob because Jacob was from Abraham. You know what I'm saying? Abraham is like one of the main folks, literally. Whatever Abraham said, if Abraham said, bless you, I bless you with riches forever and your descendants and whatever, it was so. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it is. That's what it is. That's how much God favored Abraham. So when it came to Jacob, you feel me? It was like that too. Jacob kept God's commandments too, and he followed behind his dad and what he learned. But anywho, back to the story. So then, so then, um, so then he worked for him for another 7+ years, and it came time for him to collect them as his wife, as his wife, and he did. But he was ready to go. He was like, all right, I'm about to grab my stuff. It's time to go. I got what I wanted. But their dad was like, but please don't just stay here a little longer and work for me a little longer. This is what I need you to do. And you can have sheep, you can have all of that stuff. I want you to take out my speckled sheep. You can have the sheep that got speckles in them, got like stripes in them, and let me have the just straight up white sheeps. And so, of course, again, you know, God found favor in Jacob. So their dad didn't think that I'm gonna pin this comment, Chicago West. Thank you, amen to that. And got me thinking too. That really got me thinking. But see, the man didn't expect for Jacob to prosper as much as he did. You know what I'm saying? To the point where Jacob, all his speckled sheep, all the sheep that the other man didn't find favor in, all of them was flourishing. Like I'm talking about, they big, they healthy. You know what I'm saying? And so he started to see that, and everybody know by now when you're starting to get on your feet, and I know you know what I'm talking about. When you start getting on your feet, folks around you is gonna hate on you, but it's to the point where you don't see it. You feel it first. Now you feel it first, and then you see it, right? And then you realize it's been there the whole time. So that's what happened. Jacob was in the field, and he started feeling it. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was just feeling it. Like, yo, like, you know. And folks typically start being distant from you. You know what I'm saying? Really though, and you get a bad feeling about them. You know what I'm saying? They'll be jealous and distant. You feel me? So he felt that. So he told both of them, look, let's go, let's slide while your folks is gone. Like, let's slide, because they had two brothers too. But it was like, let's slide. So boom, he packed up the camels and stuff, everything gone. My boy gone. He took the fam, all that gone, right? So bet. So next thing, but see, while he was packing, see, Rachel was in their dad house stealing. She was in there stealing all the stuff out the house. Yes, she was in there stealing. She was in there grabbing stuff, and they call it idols. But she was in there grabbing stuff, and Jacob didn't know about this. You feel me? So they bounced out, and next thing they know, they get somewhere to chill. Like, it been a while. They get somewhere to chill out from traveling, and their father came home and noticed that all they gone, all the stuff gone. So he like, oh, I've been robbed. Oh no, you ain't about to do this. So boom, he took off after them with his folks. He took off after them and caught up with them. And Jacob was like, why you chasing us? Like, why you in hot pursuit like this? Like, what? Why? You know what I'm saying? And their dad was like, yeah, somebody stole basically, in other words, somebody stole my stuff out of my house. Now, why would you leave like this? You up and leave and steal my stuff. And I done this for you. I done this for you. These are my daughters. This and that. Woo woo. You feel me? And so Jacob was sure he didn't take nothing. He was sure that won't nothing taken. He was like, all right, well, you can search everything. You can search everything, and I hope you find it. You feel me? So that's what he did. Their dad went from tent to tent looking for stuff, and he didn't find anything. Whole time, Rachel sitting on the camel, and she put the stuff on the camel, and she was sitting on top of it. And so she told her pops, like, basically, I can't get up because I'm on my cycle. So I ain't gonna be able to get up. You know what I'm saying? And so therefore, of course, he never found anything. And then they ended up, Jacob ended up going to get some stones and setting up some stones, basically, but as a pattern. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they made a contract at these stones, saying, I ain't gonna play you, and you're not gonna play me. You're not gonna seek revenge. I'm not gonna seek revenge. It's just squared away. It is what it is. And they ate, And that was pretty much the end of that. You know what I'm saying? But I read that 2 days ago. Now, this is what I read today. Now, well, what I read yesterday was the fact that Jacob had Rachel ended up giving him, birthing him some boys, some sons. And so when Rachel had Benjamin, and she had Joseph, right? So the other boys was from Jacob's other wives. So, but Jacob favored Joseph. You know what I'm saying? He favored Joseph because Joseph was having dreams, and the dreams consisted of stuff bowing down to him and stuff like that. But the brothers, rebuked him, and the brothers laughed at him and mocked him, and they just thought less of him. You know what I'm saying? And it was jealous. So one day, all his brothers was out in the field taking care of the flocks and stuff like that, and his dad said, Joseph, I need you to go out there, see what they got going on, and I need you to report back to me. Let me know something, right? He was like, bet, all right, cool. That's what I'm about to do. So as he was gone, he left, and as he was walking up towards his brothers, they despised him so much that they started to conspire how to kill him. And so his brother named Reuben was right there with him, right there with the boys, right there with the brothers, told them, nah, let's just put him in a cister, Cister, which is basically like a water well. They were saying kill him, but he was saying no, let's put him in a cister. So, and don't put your hands on him though, because he's dad's favorite, whatever, and he's holy and all that type of stuff. And so they did that. But see, Reuben did that to save Joseph so he can take him back to his dad because the brothers was trying to kill him. So that was Reuben's plan. However, before Reuben could get back to that water well or that cister, his brothers they ran into some Ishmaelites from Egypt. They ran into some Ishmaelites from Egypt and sold Joseph to them, right? So when Reuben went back to the well, Joseph was gone. You feel me? Reuben didn't know that they sold him to Egypt. So then, let me tell you something. If you chosen, God find favor in you everywhere you go. All right, it don't matter. All right, He gonna find favor in you everywhere you go. I was incarcerated for 18 days. Do you not know that as soon as I got there was favor for me? I'm talking another bed. I had 2 beds, right? There was favor for me. So, and then throughout the whole experience, God showed me favor. And you know how I showed him favor in return? I did prayer calls, prayer circles, and I'm praying for everybody in big circles. And I'm politicking scriptures to them, connecting dots for them spiritually. I was spiritually connecting these men up in there. Yes, I was. Not in prison. I was in jail. But I was spiritually connecting them. Because you can be spiritually connected, but you can also be killed spiritually, and you not be able to hear that voice of God. You know what I'm saying? At that point, it's somebody like me that's gonna come along and be that voice of God for you and reconnect you, reestablish you. You know what I'm saying? So anywho, he sold Joseph to Egypt, and the Pharaoh in Egypt basically gave Joseph basically power because he seen how Joseph was. Um, while Joseph was in Egypt, Joseph was so dope. He was so favored that the Pharaoh's wife was trying to deal with him. Like the Pharaoh's wife was trying to sleep with him, and she tried on multiple occasions, and Joseph was like, nah, I'm not. And he's in the Bible. He said, why am I gonna do that? And basically he told her, he said, only thing that the Pharaoh didn't give me was you. So why would I take you when the Pharaoh didn't give me you, right? So then after that, at one point she tried again. And what happened was when she grabbed him by the clothes or whatever, his garment, he ran out, he left. And she still had his garment and lied. She lied and said that he was trying to mess with her and trying to sleep with her. And she was like, here, look at this. He's just a Hebrew and he can't be trusted type deal. You know what I'm saying? But the whole time she in there lying. She was trying to mess with him. So the Pharaoh, when she told the servants that, everybody believed her because she's the Pharaoh's wife or whatever. And so when the Pharaoh heard about it, he got furious, and then he ended up putting Joseph in jail, in prison for 2 years. So while Joseph was in there, For 2 years, Joseph ended up meeting two people. He met a cupbearer and he met like a big baker, like a person who bake all the food for the king or whatever. These are very important people. The cupbearer kept having dreams about getting a cup for the pharaoh, getting a cup for pharaoh, and then putting squeezing grapes in it and stuff like that. And then the cupbearer, and then the baker would have a dreams almost. It's like it's kind of cloudy, so don't kind of just forgive me for not knowing it's that part of it as good as I know everything else. But they was having dreams and they didn't know what the dreams meant. So Joseph said, I'll interpret the dreams for you. And they told Joseph the dreams, and Joseph told them what their dreams meant. And on top of that, he was right. So they asked how can we pay you for this? And he was like, just speak good in my name. And when you get out, just make sure you can clarify what's going on for me. Don't forget me. And so what happened was one of the people that he met, of course, the dream came to pass, and the man was basically executed. And so the man forgot to mention Joseph. But see, the other man was the cupbearer, and he got close to the Pharaoh. And see, he didn't forget to mention Joseph because he was the Pharaoh. He overheard the Pharaoh talking about the dreams he was having, and he didn't know what they mean. Which he had a dream of seven great healthy cows, and had a dream of seven like struggling malnutrition, like just bad cows or whatever. He tried to figure out why he was having those dreams and come to Joseph. So he told the Pharaoh about Joseph, and Joseph, and then the Pharaoh had Joseph come up to meet him. So Joseph cleaned up, because mind you, Joseph was in prison for 2 years. So he cleaned up and stuff, and he went to go meet the Pharaoh. The Pharaoh told him his dream. Come to find out, in conclusion, that there was going to be 7 years of basically abundance for Egypt, and then another 7 years of famine, really bad famine. And everybody ought to know what famine is. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's just bad. You feel me? The land. So once Joseph told him that and stuff like that, and Joseph also put a plan together so the famine wouldn't really hurt Egypt. The Pharaoh put him over power over everything, right? So after that, yes, 7 years after the 7 years of that abundance and prosperity, here come the 7 years of famine. And but what happened was the little money that the nation of Egypt had, they was coming. He had put the food and stuff all around Egypt, so they would have to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? And so after a while, the money after a while, Joseph, when the famine was going on, it wasn't just for Egypt; it was for the whole entire world. So back where Jacob is, which is Joseph's father, and his brothers, back where they at, Jacob told them to get some money up, go down to Egypt, get some food, bring it back. Right? Now, Jacob's brother that was also with him, also from Rachel, his name was Benjamin, right? So it was Joseph and Benjamin. So unknowingly, when the brothers went down there to Egypt to get the food and stuff, Joseph recognized them, but they didn't recognize Joseph. And so Joseph kind of like, I ain't gonna say like he was angry towards them or nothing like that, but he was just kind of testing them a little bit. And so what he did was he was basically calling them spies and stuff like that, but they were saying, no, we're not spies. You feel me? So he was like, okay. And then they told him like, we got a brother at home, which was Benjamin, because Benjamin didn't go with them. He was like, we got a brother at home and we got a father at home. You know what I'm saying? So Joseph was like, okay, how about, and mind you, these brothers is the brothers that put like that was doing bad to Joseph and then sold him basically to the Ishmaelites in Egypt. So, but he wasn't mad at them about it. Like I said, they didn't even recognize that they was bowing down to Joseph when they came to get their food and stuff. You feel me? So they had the money or whatever, and so Joseph filled up their bags and stuff like that. And but he told them, he was like, okay, how about you go get your brother and y'all come back? And so they was like, what? And then they kept saying like, our father is like basically he would die. You feel me? Like if he lose them or whatever. If he lose Benjamin, he would die. You feel me? So Joseph wanted them So okay, babe. So all right, bet. So basically, Joseph was like, all right, well, you leave one here. Like one of you brothers stay here, and then the other brother go down there, get Benjamin, bring him back. So they agreed. So the other brothers left one brother down there in Egypt, and they went back. And they end up going through their bags and seeing that, yeah, it was food and stuff in the bags, but their money was also still in the bag. So Joseph never took their money. He just filled their stuff up and then just sent them on their way. And you know what I'm saying? So they were telling their dad. And their dad, Jacob was hurting. He was sad because he's like, oh man, I done lost Joseph. Because the brothers told Jacob that they found his clothes and it was bloody, and Jacob assumed that Joseph was eaten up by a beast or something. You know what I'm saying? He got ate up or whatever. So he just assumed that he was dead. So Jacob was very like, he was crying. He was like, he was hurt behind it. He was like, I lost Joseph. Now he asking for Benjamin, and you know Benjamin's the last child of Rachel. You know, so and he loved Rachel. So he was like, Jacob was like, nah, I don't want to send him down there. He was like, take this, take these camels, take all these valuables, and go back down there to Egypt and go get your brother and give him this. And so Joseph had told them, if you come back without Benjamin, you will not see my face. So don't come back without Benjamin. Basically, he's saying that. So they was telling this to Jacob, and Jacob was like, no, go get my boy. You know what I'm saying? And they kept saying, no, we can't go back down there because he said that if we come down there without Benjamin, we will not see his face. So after a while, Jacob got convinced, and he went down there, and they took Benjamin down there too. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's really crazy because for a while they still didn't know that who Joseph was. They didn't know that they was looking at their brother. You know, so like, you know, I'm gonna stop right there with that story. You feel me? Crazy thing is, guys, in the Bible, once all was kind of done with that, and he actually made himself known to who he was to his brothers. He sent everybody out the room before he did that. It's crazy how he went about it. So you guys just really got to read. You know what I'm saying? Really pick that book up and read. Now, after he made himself known or whatever the case is, the Pharaoh allowed for them to stay in Goshen. Now, I'm gonna tell you what's so significant to me about Goshen, because maybe like a year ago, I have but maybe $500-600 to my name, and I went and bought a train ticket for $450, and I was gonna leave out to Indiana. I was gonna leave out to Goshen, Indiana. That's where I did my research on everything, and I chose Goshen. Unknowingly, or how they say, I don't know how they said, but I didn't know that that was also in the Bible, Goshen. You feel me? So that just kind of yo, it's really crazy because this Bible is lining up with how my life has been going. It's lining up with that. So all right, so that was like kind of like significant. You know what I'm saying? That right there kind of threw me, and it seemed like my life is lining up with what this Bible is saying. And I'm trying to be like Abraham. That's what I'm trying to be like. I'm trying to, if like you come to me with your situation, you know what I'm saying, you can type your situation in right here, and I'm gonna give you basically like the purest response you can receive that is not only gonna benefit you, it's gonna benefit everybody around you in the most beneficial, the most respectful, and the most godly way. Really though, you know. So I'm really encouraging you guys to get you an international Bible, and you might already have one laying around, just didn't know it. But the international Bible helps. It's like the wording is like basically to be read. Like you can read it, open up and read it. Like you open up a regular book and read it. It's like it make the Bible readable. Really, go get you an international Bible and come back to me. You know what I'm saying? And let me know. Make sure you guys hit this like button too. I'm still at 0 likes, but I'm sitting here and seeing people popping in. You feel me? Make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe because I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? It's only up from here. Blessings on blessings. I'm praying for your cup to overflow with blessings and prosperity. I command that. I definitely do. Command that. I pinned that comment. Chicago West said, God told me to praise you on my knees. Praise Jesus. Make sure you praise Jesus. Praise him. Praise God for allowing you to watch me, to hear it from me. Okay? Praise God for that. This is not just an app. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing this for entertainment. I'm doing this because we need to reach you, and y'all need to reach me, and we connecting. That's what this is. I'm telling you. I'm not crazy, y'all. I'm not crazy. But yes, read that Bible. Pick that Bible up. I encourage you to pick the Bible up. It's what you need. And I'm gonna tell you something. The Bible is gonna do one or two things. It's either gonna bring people to you, or it's gonna push people away. What's going on? Obsessed over Melanie. What's up, buddy? You gotta leave Melanie alone, man. You can't be obsessed over Melanie, man. Be obsessed. Obsession hurts. Obsession hurts. I was obsessed at one time with my kid's mom. And really, like, it kind of just like distorted my focus a little bit. But also, though, you know what I'm saying, my mind was made up, and I was willing to take care of her. I was willing to take care of my family with no help. I was willing to do all of that. I basically was putting their lives in front of my life, and I ain't had no problem doing that. Melanie Martinez is obsessed with her fans. All right, Melanie Martinez. You know what I mean? So make sure y'all like this video. Like this video. If you want to talk, if you're talking to me, like the video. Just double tap the screen, doot, doot, and then like the video and keep it moving. You know what I mean? You got to show it. You got to show this app that people are coming here, and they're leaving a what you call it? It's like a like a track record. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how you can leave like a paper trail? It's like something like that. You know what I'm saying? When y'all come in, and thank you, I appreciate it. When y'all come in and hit the like button, that's leaving a track record. That's showing this app that, yes, I do have traffic coming to here, and they are sitting, they are somewhat listening, and they are liking it. That's what that is, really. You got to break this stuff down. You feel me? But I'm up here because I'm trying to reach y'all. I'm really trying to get through to y'all and tell y'all now. Now, I'm telling y'all, and if I'm gonna tell you right now, if I'm reading the Bible, then that means we really ain't got enough time. Like, it really ain't no time left if I'm reading the Bible, because it was a book I was avoiding that for a very long time. For a very long time, I tried, but I just couldn't make it a routine. You know what I'm saying? I had so much going on that it's like I wasn't mature enough to make time to read this Bible. But see, now I know the importance of it. And since I've been reading, I know that God destroyed this earth. He destroyed everything on this earth for 40 days and 40 nights, because every thought that the humans that he made first made was bad. It was evil. So he flooded it. That's why the flood happened. So now, it's rumors said that he's gonna destroy the earth with fire. I don't want to be a part of that. I appreciate you for having that respect, but I'm gonna tell you something. See, if you have any dreams, and your family members come to your dreams, that's a sign right there. Anytime you're asleep and you hear somebody call your name, like, I don't know what your name is, but anytime, and I'm talking about plain as day, that's a sign right there. See, you said that. I'm gonna break this down. We're in a physical realm. Okay, we're in the physical realm, and God made us in his image. So what I'm doing God's work in the physical realm. See, God's in the spiritual realm. When we pass away to just energy, that's the realm that he's at. That's why he prepared a place for us, the kingdom of heaven. You feel me? It's energy, you know what I'm saying? But we in the middle right now. This is the physical realm, so magic don't exist. It's illusion, but magic don't exist. Nobody is looking at doors and closing and opening doors. Nobody's doing none of that stuff without touching it. Okay. As another example, that I'm sorry, y'all. Another somebody's calling me restricted, and I don't know what's that all about. But anywho, that's the first restricted call I gotten all year, so I ain't playing with that. But so we're in the physical realm. We're in between. So again, nobody's moving stuff without using their hands or some type of trickery. Really, everything is material, is physical. It has to be touched or blown or whatever. But we are in the physical realm. So therefore, it's not too late. You know what I'm saying? It's not too late to know what I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? Really though, all the gods and stuff, they've passed on, and they in the energy type realm. That's where they at. They're in that realm. We're in the physical realm. And I'm gonna tell you something else too. It's in the Bible that all of this stuff is basically trying to prove to us that this is better than what God got for us. That's why you got the nice cars type deal. All of the and the laws. The laws with the courts and stuff replaces God. They think that the laws is better than the commandments that God set forth. But again, this is in this realm, the physical realm. This ruler is trying to, which is like the government, is trying to prove to us that this is better than going, like following Jesus Christ. This is better than the kingdom of heaven. This is better than what God got to offer you, and God knows that, right? So you guys will hear me say that less is more. I don't care about, I don't care about the house. I don't care about none of that stuff, because it's all of that stuff really don't matter. You know what I'm saying? It matters because we choose to dwell with the things of this world. And it's also in the Bible that he who loves this world don't love the Father. See that, so that lets me know right there, you know what I'm saying, how this world, like, he don't want us to love this world. He ain't saying don't love people. He's saying don't love this world. Don't love the stuff that's in this world. You know what I'm saying? Straight like that. So hey, I appreciate you too. I'm gonna let you know I care about you. I don't even know you, but I care about you though. I care about you. It's okay if you don't believe. God didn't heard that, and he gonna make you a believer. It's your time just ain't came yet. That's all it is. So I just really encourage you for your time to come. Like, be interested. Ask questions. You know what I'm saying? Go look for a Bible or something. Or if you see a Bible or whatever around you, just peek in it. You know what I'm saying? Literally. I tell you this, he's so real that don't start on the first page. I want you to, if you just consider yourself peeking in the Bible, open the Bible up. Matter of fact, close your eyes, literally. Close them as hard as you can. Open the Bible up, flick pages until you feel like stopping. Once you stop, put your finger somewhere in that book. Open your eyes up and read it. And you tell me, because that's what I used to do. And I could do it right now. You tell me if it's real or not. Because one thing about the Bible, when you read it, the words find you, or you can read across the words you need to read across, really. That's how it worked. But the Bible was put here to fight the stuff that's in the spiritual realm that's getting to us. You know what I'm saying? And it's also put here to let us know what's really going on out here. And it's the truth. So I see this world a lot differently. But I got baptized when I was about three or four. And I remember. And stuff been crazy ever since. I've been having, even when I was younger, I had adults trying to come at me negatively. Stuff just done unto me negatively. And it's like only thing that could protect me was God, really, because it seemed like I didn't have no real protection, from these things, you know what I'm saying, like physically. So, I'm a believer, especially now, especially me reading this book. Like, do you know in the book that what's really crazy is that the Pharaoh's wife lied and said that Joseph was trying to mess with her, yo. And he ended up going to prison for that for 2 years. They doing that type of stuff now. So if it was in the Bible and she lying in the Bible, like that ought to tell you something. But I'm trying to figure out who taught a woman how to lie. Who taught folks how to lie? That's what I want to know. All right, look. Make sure y'all like my story. Like my live. Make sure you guys comment. Go look at my videos. Go look at my videos. You know what I'm saying? Go look at my shorts. And I'm telling you, I'm here because I care and I love y'all, for real. I really do. So Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and I'm gonna be on later. All right. And remember this word, reverence. I want you to look up the word reverence, because any type of situations you got with somebody or any type of problems you have, period, and you about to take care of them, always meet it with reverence. Don't be trying to argue. If somebody arguing with you, be like, okay. And politics, I get where your frustration's coming from. I apologize you have frustration. That's what you call reverence. But don't fight evil with evil. Don't fight negativity with negativity. You need to accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, so you can know that He's gonna make all your enemies your footstool. That's why I'm good. Be upset with me, have a misunderstanding with me, and not want to talk it out and try to figure something out. That's how I feel about it. I'm gonna try to talk and figure it out with you. But if you and I'm meeting folks with reverence. But see, that's their that is their decision whether they want to sit here and do the delusional thing and want to sit here and argue back and forth and all that. That's on them. What's up? I met MD met Irfan. Make sure you like my live. I'm about to go. It's been 40 minutes. But listen, you're gonna miss your message. Go back and look at it. I don't even care if you look at bits and pieces of it. Go back and look at it, because it's gonna anything that you see is for you. I promise you. All right. All right. So peace, love, respect, and abundance, y'all. I'll see y'all later. All right. Peace. Let me get up out of here. I gotta go. It's all love.